But first, week one of Trump 2.0 is just about in the books, and what a week it has been. DEI, gone. Government workers scamming bogus work-from-home deals, gone. Borders on the way to being secured, energy emergency declared so that America can drill, baby, drill. Paris Treaty axed. The list goes on and on. And, you know, it's almost as if, I was thinking about this, that if the Democrats, when they fortified the 2020 election, that's their word, not mine, and strengthened our democracy, well, it's almost as if they did Trump a huge favor. Because, you know what? If they hadn't done that, if Trump had won the 2020 election, well, I'll tell you what, the Trump era would already be over. And that would have been after a second term where he would have been hamstrung by lawfare and concocted scandal in the deep state. But now, after 4 years away, not so much. Trump comes back to power after spending those 4 years working out what went wrong, figuring out exactly what he wanted to do and exactly how he wanted to do it. That means he came in this week with an absolute boatload of executive orders, 26 on day one alone. That's by far a new day one record, and also a very deliberate strategy. Move so fast, keep things so disrupted that the press and your enemies, but I repeat myself, don't have time to react. And that also means the Democrat outrage machine doesn't have even time to work out their lines. Which is why this week, pretty much all we got out of them this week was a bogus scandal about Elon Musk being a Nazi. Please. The people who spent the past 16 months making apologies for Hamas are now worried about Nazis? Oh, and there was also a liberal Episcopal female bishop straight out of central casting giving the president a spray from the pulpit at a church service. Again, well, funny that suddenly it's okay to mix religion and politics, but let's move on. This new Trump 2.0 is fiercely combative, and he means business. And I think at least some on the left are beginning to understand the gravity of what has happened.
I'm not going back to Haiti. Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
Yes, if you haven't guessed, that was one of the many illegal aliens already being deported by the new administration. A Haitian gang member with, ICE says, 17 criminal convictions to his name. How very enriching. Meanwhile, earlier today, Trump zoomed into the World Economic Forum at Davos. You know, the Klaus Schwab eats the bugs, people. And detailed some of the accomplishments of the past week. I mean, I love this one, but gosh, it's amazing that this one even had to be dealt with at all.
And I've made it official, an official policy of the United States, that there are only two genders, male and female.
I don't know, just maybe the reason why Democrats got shellacked at the last election is because, well, they had even trouble with those sorts of basic facts of biology. Trump also had this to say about that bedrock American principle, free speech.
America is also a free nation once again. On day one, I signed an executive order to stop all government censorship. No longer will our government label the speech of our own citizens as misinformation or disinformation.
On energy and business as well, Trump gets it, and he wants America to be competitive with China when it comes to AI.
The big problem is we need double the energy we currently have in the United States. Can you imagine? For AI to really be as big as we want to have it, because it's a very competitive, it'll be very competitive with China and others. So I'm going to give emergency declarations so that they can start building them almost immediately.
I mean, AI, love it or hate it, is going to happen, and America needs to be at the forefront. I mean, I don't know about you, but I do not want the Chinese Communist Party running this stuff. Trump also laid out his vision for American trade and manufacturing policy.
My message to every business in the world is very simple. Come make your product in America, and we will give you among the lowest taxes of any nation on earth. We're bringing them down very substantially, even from the original Trump tax cuts. But if you don't make your product in America, which is your prerogative, then very simply you will have to pay a tariff.
Will it work? We'll see. But for the history buffs, this all looks very much like what was pushed by another Republican president, William McKinley, who in the late 1890s led a massive economic recovery in no small part through, yes, tariffs. McKinley also kicked Spain out of Cuba and took over the Philippines too, so again, might be something for you to go down a rabbit hole on this weekend. But the point is that at some point a fight back is going to start from the left. It may come through the financial markets, it may come through lawfare, it may even come from some sort of, shall we say, kinetic action on the streets. But for the moment, the left is poleaxed and paralyzed, and Trump is advancing hard.